In this video, we're going to walk through the steps necessary to deploy our pricing matrices. We're going to first enter our system settings. We're going to make our way over to the List tab. We're going to go into Pricing Profiles. In our previous videos, we've gone through how to create the matrices. In a pricing profile, this is where we're going to deploy them. The default pricing profile is where everybody starts out. Now, all these other examples that you see before you are different ways to deploy different pricing matrix in different examples. Let's start with just the default pricing for now. We're going to select Edit over on the right. And you're going to see again in our left and right example of rule conditions and selected basis. Now, in a ever-growing example of pricing profile, you'll see examples much larger than this. This screen is rather easy on the eyes. When you do get to the example of seeing many rules, you may decide that you want to slide up into the gray matter here, and this would be the basis, price basis. So if I slide up, it's going to now give me the examples of how they're constructed. So I can see pricing matrix here as a drop-down. Now it makes it a little easier on the eyes. And I can see in this example, I have several labor matrix examples that we have covered in our coursework. Here's the one rule that needs to be written to put our pricing matrix in place for parts. Now let's open that up. We could either left click on that line, you can see the highlighted box, and select Edit with a left click of the mouse, or we could simply double click on that line to open up the edit box. Now with the edit box open, we have a few objectives here. One, we have to tell TRACS what we want. We select the uncheck option here to select part. Over on the right, we're going to select the drop down and select pricing matrix. Now this is also accomplished by selecting new if we're starting from scratch. And down here at the bottom, we're going to select the pricing matrix. Now we can see the item of part or labor is at the end of each corresponding type. So we've selected which one we want. In this case, we're going to do the default or retail. Now there are some other criteria here. We have category, manufacturer, specific item. So there are a few other examples of that true needle in a haystack. Once we click Save, we've now locked that into that pricing profile. Once we click Done and Done, any ticket that is now live, any ticket that's created is now going to be deployed. So now we can start exercising the advantages of putting that into play.